Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, young lady. Mike 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. It's Hill, complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? He'll flat out take over this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Ready, 5-8. 21. Switch out.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Buying time to his left. The connection made. It's Graham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Breeze. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cut. Ready. 50. Like 50. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, what a move. Fights him off. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flop.
There goes Allen Hurns. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Elliott. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Touch 50, touch 50. That's it. Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50. Here we go, team.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Gordon. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 7, Chiefs 0.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Breeze. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Ready? 95-56.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check. 11.
To throw, it's Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Keep it up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, D. Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count.
Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. That one good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
17. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Pick it up.
Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Quentin Williams in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Easy work. It's easy work. And it's coming.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Watch the pass.
Here's Breeze. Dancing to his left. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson flush to it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can... And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Chris Godwin. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
25.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Taylor Gabriel as the first half is winding down as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make some...
They've got his man complete. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
Now Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
54. You don't want this. Check it back. Check it. Good job right there. Good job right there. You got tight. You got tight. Hop up. Hop up. Good tight.
Wilson throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And Braith, the tight end's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
1st down, Kansas City.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Here we go.
They go to Elliott again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Right there, 54. Got it.
To throw is Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
95-56.
That's a gain of 5.
Kill.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Breeze now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing now is Breeze. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Breeze going to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? That always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They run it here with Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Gordon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Gordon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Thompson. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
380! Bring out, fan.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Hill on the return. They've gone final now from Los Angeles. And scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. Carson Wentz, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game